Alright, welcome back to the return to the SWF and welcome to Master of Puppets 2020, the most ADHD pay-per-view of the save so far, as the whole build to the card has been massive matches that I wasn't entirely sure how I should handle pre-booking, so it all ended up as just everybody wants to fight, so everybody will end up fighting. In the quick news report that I have, R.I.P. Larry Vesey, NYCW owner, very upsetting, he is dead. So it'd be very interesting to see who's going to take over NYCW, yeah. Other than that, in the news, I also got an email saying that two of my RIPW guys are fighting. Are they two important ones? No, they're Hank Whitman and Samson Sharp. So these two kids better get in line and realize how not important they are to my company, because neither of them are probably going to see the light of day, so they should probably calm down and take the RIPW paychecks before I fire them. Alright, getting into the actual show, we have here tonight a full 7-match card. We're going to be opening the show with the debut of Sam Keith, SWF Legend, former head booker who was fired by Richard Eisen because Richard Eisen's an asshole. He was fired, but he's made his return to bring in his son, Greg, who will be taking on one of the hottest young workers that we have in the company, one of my personal favorite young workers in the database, I should say, Stephen Parker. So that's just kind of a 64 wants to put on a workhorse match because he thinks if those two men were real, that match would be really awesome. Following that, we have the street fight between the Awesomeness and Fame and Money. This has been a multi-pay-per-view build so far. It all started right before the previous pay-per-view, right before the world is watching, when I believe it was a 4v4 where Hawaiian Crush teamed up with I want to say the Dallas Cowboys. I want to say they teamed with the Dallas Cowboys, and the baby faces won. The other team was Fame and Money and the Awesomeness. After that, BJ O'Neill's contract expired. She can't cut promos, so I didn't re-sign her. So I wrote her off by having Fame and Money hit their finisher on BJ and have her die, essentially. And the Awesomeness have been looking for revenge ever since, as that happened, and Randy Unleashed did not seem to care, so now they are very mad at their stablemate, Randy Unleashed, who they have not interacted with almost since. They helped him out at the last pay-per-view, but they're like, you're on thin ice, that's the last fucking time we ever help you. So, very interesting to see, so it really looks like Fame and Money are going to have the advantage going into the street fight, as maybe Hollywood Bret won't show up, but he can still send Justin Sensitive. Then there's no DQ, so it's going to be a hard fight for the Awesomeness here. North American Championship match follows that. A 4-way between the current champion Lenny Brown, Team Sexy's Bekowski, ZWB, and former champion Des Davids. All men won qualifying matches. I'm not going to go through who they beat. I can't remember. All I know is that ZWB beat Sammy Smoke, and then Team Sexy have been mad at ZWB ever since. I think Bear actually beat Cobb, if I remember correctly. Again, I don't know. Don't hold me to that. Domination are taking on Hawaiian Crush. The build has just kind of been, hey, Domination are over now, so we're going to put them in a title program, see how they do. Following that, we have the 6-way Gold Rush match, which essentially is a number 1 contenders match for the world title, but instead of getting a title shot at Times of Trouble, our next pay-per-view, they will get it on Tuesday. They will get it on the next Supreme TV. So, in alphabetical order, so there's no way of predicting who wins, it is Adam Smasher, Angry Gilmore, Hollywood Bret Starr, Jimmy Hernandez, Joey Morgan, and Primus Allen. They all are in this match, and they all have a chance to win a world title match, and then the world title. In less than a week, they could go from being in the middle of a pay-per-view to the world champion. So, following that is our semi-main, Mikey Lau versus Remo. These two have been feuding since the beginning of the save. Remo is very mad at all these new not the very beginning, but almost the beginning, actually. Remo has been very mad of all these, quote, new stars showing up, thinking they're hot shit. And Remo's been able to squash almost all of them, except Mikey Lau. He has had a very hard time beating up Mikey Lau, because Mikey Lau gets back up. And this looks to be the final time that Mikey Lau will get back up if Remo can beat him again. And then in our main event, the 5-way for the World Heavyweight Championship, once again, going in alphabetical order. I think I need to organize it in my head real quick, because I did not do it on my spreadsheet like I thought I did. So in the world title match, it's Randy Unleashed, Rocky Golden, Scythe, Steve Freely, and the Crippler. Crippler, the current world champion, winning the title in February of this year at the Nothing to Lose pay-per-view, beating Rocky Golden thanks to Scythe interfering with the match. Steve Freely was in the world title match at the last pay-per-view. It was a 3-way between Crippler and Remo. Steve Freely was not pinned, and Randy Unleashed won a qualifying match in the build to this pay-per-view to become he beat Valiant. I remember that. He beat Valiant thanks to Primus Allen, and he became the 5th man in this match. So, yeah, that's the full card. That's most of the build. Fuck AEW All In. It says we're going to be selling like nearly 80,000 tickets for this shit. So we're going to, actually, it's going to be 75,000 because we're going to sell out that arena. So, yeah, SWF is thriving, guys. SWF is thriving. Without further ado, let's get into the pay-per-view, and we have our Hype Get Over, our Cheese Angle, the Master of Puppets 2020 opening video package. Our theme song here is Told You So by Tojo Cat featuring Dinky Minjish. 100 rated segment. You guys already know. I get my one cheese promo a year to help the newer guys or the lesser or the lower card guys get just a little ration of pop. Thanks to Rocky Golden. And it's time to get into the show. It's time for our opener. Greg Keith makes his entrance with his father, Sam. It's an amazing entrance. And then Steven Parker's music plays and he doesn't come out. And then we wait. We wait a little more. And then on the Titantron, we see Dominic DeSousa has been laid out backstage. Steven Parker's trying to help him get up. Dominic's out fucking cold. Black Hat Bailey's there. Enforcer Roberts is there. Steven Parker is fucking pissed. Enforcer Roberts is like, dude, your match is on. You gotta go. We'll take care of him. We promise. And Steven Parker turns to the camera. He's like, Greg, Sam, which either of you's behind this doesn't fucking matter because you're both fucking dead. And then he storms to the ring. He barely gets an entrance. He goes right into the ring and they just start brawling. And they're brawling. And I put it as a wild brawl. And they spill to the outside and they keep fucking brawling. Eventually they slow down, have a more normal match. But it's 10, not 10. It's more like 8 straight minutes of just, oh man, forearms, punches, fucking kicks to the head. And in the end, Greg Keith still has Sam Keith at ringside. So at the 8-minute mark, when the match begins to slow down and turn into a little more of a normal match, that's when Sam Keith takes advantage, distracts the referee so Greg Keith can hit him with a low blow, lock in that proton lock, the Keith family special, and Greg Keith wins his debut match. 76 rating, debut match, and he gets a 70. What a fucking champion. Boom, 76. And after the match, Sam enters the ring through the moon with his own son, clapping, raising his hand held high, and Sam Keith grabs a microphone. He's like, I hope you all missed me or didn't miss me, because you're going to be getting another 20 years of the Keith family dominating the SWF. And then Greg signals for the microphone. He's like, yeah, let me talk, Dad, let me talk. Greg's like, that was quite the fucking moment, right? That was quite the moment. We're on pay-per-view, so we can say fuck. That was quite the fucking moment, guys. But I can't help but notice that something was missing. See, when you were in the company, Dad, you ran roughshod, and you didn't need anybody at ringside. You didn't need anybody helping you. and I don't need that either. And he fucking clotheslines his own father. Greg Keith turns heel on his own father, and he beats him down, He brings back those forearms. He fucking lays out Sam Keith, and he grabs the microphone. I don't fucking need you. I used you to get hired. Go back to that shitty indie-fed mall that I wasted 4 years of my career working for. I'm sick of you. I used you to get here, and now I don't fucking need you anymore. He throws the microphone at his head while he's on the ground, and he leaves the ring, beating up his own father, Greg fucking Keith. Boom. 72 rated segment. Following that is our next match, the street fight between the Awesomeness and Fame and Money, and I hyped up how Justin Sensitive is probably going to be at ringside because Randy won't be, and Bret's got a match, so he probably won't be. But as Fame and Money make their entrance, there's no Justin Sensitive. And like I predicted, there won't be any Randy Unleashed, and there is no Primus, there's no Hollywood. It is in a match between Unleashed Awesomeness and the Rat Pack, there is an insane lack of interference. It's just these two teams, the scumbags versus the assholes, fighting it off, and in the end, the Awesomeness finally get their revenge on Fame and Money for beating down BJ. Fame and Money go for their finisher, but let's say like they go for it on Huey, but Jefferson's able to intercept it, clotheslines Paul to the ground, and Fame and Money. So they've got weapons all around the fucking ring, spots set up. There's a table on the outside that is literally on fire, and then there is a pile of thumbtacks and glass mixed together in the ring. We're going full Moxley on this fucking match, and so Jefferson Stardust clotheslines Paul Huntington to the ground. He rolls outside. Huey Cannonball, fucking Huey and Jefferson do a tag team low blow. They kick Monty Trescard in the fucking dick, both at the same time. He's out on the ground. They find Paul Huntington outside. They hit the shock and awe, which we'll say is, I don't fucking know. But they can do it through the table and they can do it on the ground. So they hit the shock and awe on Paul Huntington through that flaming table. They go back in the ring. They pick up Monty Trescard. They hit the shock and awe on the glass and thumbtacks. And then they pin Monty Trescard. Finally, a just comeuppance for the Rat Pack. Via the Awesomeness for what they did to BJ O'Neill. My boys, the Awesomeness, are fucking amazing. 78. You love to see it. And you know what else you love to see? You love to see a couple of lads enjoying themselves. Brandon James, Spencer Spade, and Chrissy Angel, Dulce Moreno. They're all sitting backstage. They all got their own shitty plastic white chairs that they're sitting on. BJ Spade and Chrissy Angel are all relaxed, legs as far apart as they can be, all with a beer in their hand. Dulce Moreno's there like a fucking robot because she has no emotion. But the other three are just enjoying themselves. Except Brandon just seems a little irked. And he brings it up. He's like, I'm going to say it. I'm mad at us, Spencer. I'm mad that we let Fro and Finn walk. And Spencer's like, dude, we just kicked their ass in a match. We didn't let Finn we didn't let Finn Bruiser tag in. It was like he ran in. It was like he didn't have a match. There's nothing to beat yourself up about. But you know what? I know something that can take your mind off of it. What's that, like our fourth tag team win? Who knows? I'm not counting. I think that puts us in line for something. Now, Brandon, I don't know if you miss it, but I was the RIPW World Champion, and having a championship around my waist was amazing. And I missed that a lot. And I know you missed that a lot. And I don't know if you've noticed, but there's 2 titles where the champions just kind of give anyone a tag title match, even if they don't win 4 matches in a row. Brandon's like, I like where your head's at, Spencer. And Chrissy's like, she gets up, she says, oh, I tried to crack my fingers. Just pretend like I cracked them. Let me make some calls. And the big money makers have set their sights on the tag team titles. 80 rated segment. It is now time for the North American Championship match. Gets an 82. Davids and McLean are still an awkward pairing, but it's not hurting his performances all that much. So, again, I'm going to run with it for a few months, but do not think that this is going to be this is no longer going to be the long-term plan that I thought it would be, as Davids and McLean are an awkward pairing. Bekowski was the weak link, but he still almost got a 70, so I'll take that as a win. The Bekowski redemption arc is happening. I don't really have any spots in mind for this match, so let me just get cut straight to the chase. Lenny Brown pins Bekowski, retains the North American title. He hit the Starr treatment, and yeah, star-studded match. CW with the 81, Lenny Brown with the 80, Des with the 80. Great match, and Lenny Brown retains. So we cut backstage where we see the Awesomeness, and Jefferson's just kind of holding his arm, and it's fucking profusely bleeding, because, shock and awe through glass and thumbtacks. You're not, even if you do the move, you're not going to come out unscathed. So they come to the trainer's office, or would it be the trainer's office? Fuck it, the trainer's office. He's probably got tape all shit up in there. And Robert Oxford's with Justin Sensitive, and the second that they open the door, Justin runs behind Oxford, and he's like, what the fuck? He's like, fuck, shit, and Justin and Jefferson and Huey are like, what is wrong with him? He wasn't there. He didn't get the shit kicked out of him. And Robert's like, he actually did get the shit kicked out of him. In case you were wondering why Justin Sensitive wasn't in your match, he got the absolute shit stomped out of him by Randy. And the Awesomeness are kind of taken back. They're like, wait, what? Randy? And Oxford's like, yeah, Randy. Randy kicked the shit. I mean, dude, he fucking laid him out. I watched the whole thing. I actually, probably shouldn't say this. I let it happen. It was he pulled out some shit I've never seen before. And Justin's like, Doc, get them out of here. They're back for more. And Oxford's like, I don't think they're back for more. And yeah, the big reveal there. That's why Justin Sensitive wasn't at ringside, didn't interfere. Randy Unleashed took him out. 90 rated angle. We then have our SWF World Tag Team title match. Domination versus Hawaiian Crush. High Flying Hawaiian with a 79, almost an 80. That was an amazing performance. The match gets a 79. But Domination do come up short, as Kristen Pierce is able to does get ejected during this match, so she's not able to secure the victory for Domination or the Power Plant, and Hawaiian Crush come out on top, defense number 5 of their World Tag Team titles, and they only won these. When did they win these? Did they also win these in February, or did they win them in January? I can't remember. There's nothing to lose. Did all the titles change hands? No, they won them at Hell Freezes Over. So they've held them since January. 5th defense, 79 rated match. Good shit from the Hawaiian Crush. And following that, we have a quick promo from Lenny Brown and Rogue, who are high on adrenaline, and they're basically like, everybody that's coming to see SWF Supreme TV, you're going to see another North American Open Challenge. That's right, I'm feeling good. I took out Des. I took out Z. I took out Bear. Team Sexy ain't shit. Nobody in the back shit is shit. Well, though they're all shit, but they ain't shit, if you know what I mean. Wink. Rogue's just like, yep. This is my partner. And Lenny says, whoever wants some can come get some. Since I'm making the challenge, I'm making the rules. Anybody in the back can challenge for my title as long as they ain't Bear, Des, Z, Cobb, or Smoke. I want some new blood. I want someone new coming for this title. So boom, the challenge is laid out. North American title match set for Supreme TV. And now it is time for the 6-way, the gauntlet, not the gauntlet, it's not a gauntlet, it's the Gold Rush, first to a fall. It is a scramble, and in the end, 92 rated match. Holy shit, dude, this is what I'm talking about. And Gilmore, he is him. He is the fucking man. But in the end, as much as Gilmore's the man, it is Joey Morgan who comes out on top, pinning Hollywood Bret Starr with the Empire Spiral. But it is a fucking car crash, ladies and gentlemen. It is a car crash. Everybody's going everywhere. At one point, everybody has to team up on Primus Allen because they're like, this fucking dude's going to kill us all. So Primus Allen's taken out of the match after he's fucking powerbombed. Bret, Starr, and Gilmore both lift up Primus Allen. And Joey Morgan jumps off the apron, drop kicks him through the fucking announcer's table, and then for good measure, Jimmy Hernandez gets on the top rope and frog splashes him out there while the table's already broken. Fucking great spot there. I did some brainstorming before this show. Couldn't think of anything for the main event, but I had a lot of fun thinking of that street fight. But yeah, in the end, Joey Morgan comes out on top, and he will get another Supreme TV World Title match. Will he come out on top this time? The rematch it's all set. It's happening on Supreme TV. 92 rated match. And we cut backstage for an interview with the newcomer, Leon de Oro. Anna Garcia, she's like, well, your debut probably didn't go as well as you hoped, but you really turned a lot of heads, Leon. You turned a lot of heads. People are taking note of you. What's next for Leon de Oro here in the SWF? And before he can say a word, Robbie Wright shows up, and he is just an asshole. He's like, no. Why did this guy get a title shot? Why did this guy get that match? Why did he get a chance to get put in the gauntlet and not me? He's won as many matches as I have. Not what I meant to say, but you get the point. He ain't him. I don't care that he can't understand me. He speaks Spanish. So what? I speak English. And Leon's like, dude, I speak English. Robbie's like, whoa, wait, what? You're not Mexican? He's like, I'm from Oakland. I'm from Oakland. And Robbie's like, yeah, Oakland, but like, fuck you. And Leon just backhands him. He's like, if you don't think I'm anything, then meet me in the ring at Supreme TV. Me versus you. If you think I'm shit, I'll fucking mop the floor with you. Whatever. 63 rated segment. Mikey Lau versus Remo. 91 rated match. Incredible. Remo probably with the best performance of his SWF career so far. Mikey Lau, he comes out. He's all bandaged. He's got the athletic tape all over his back from that devastating spot on Tuesday. But he holds nothing back. And despite the injury, everything Remo throws at him, Mikey kicks out. He gets back up. Remo is losing his mind. He hits the fucking spear. Mikey kicks out at 2.9. And in the end, Remo, there's nothing he can do. Mikey Lau's determined. He's going for the win. So he hits the Dragon Whip. Remo kicks out. He hits another Dragon Whip. Remo kicks out again. Mikey Lau goes to the top rope. I don't know what the Dragon Whip is. I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. Yeah, fuck it. It's a Canadian Destroyer. So he hits 2 Canadian Destroyers. He goes to the top rope. And he hits a Canadian Destroyer off the top rope. 1, 2, 3. Mikey Lau finally gets his victory. 91 rated match. He beats Remo. Good shit. Remo with the fucking 89. Oh my god. I didn't look at it properly. I thought Mikey had the 89. Fucking Remo with the 89. See, now he shows up. Now Remo shows up after I'm like, alright, you're going to be giving some of your pop to Mikey right now. Now Remo shows up. Whatever. 91 rated match. Remo didn't complain. He's being a champion right now. Remo, thank you. Thank you. So following that match, we get a nice cool-down angle where we see Team Sexy are beating down ZWB and Oliver Cobb. And Des and Squeaky pull up. They're like, what's going on here? And Joe's like, I already know. I'm mad too. This motherfucker, ZWB, cost my client, cost you our win. Alright? Well, it was supposed to be one of us. This guy cost us, so we're beating him up. And Desi turns to Squeaky, and he's like, Squeaky's like, oh. And then Des holds him off. He's like, no. See, Joe, if I remember correctly, it was your client who got pinned. It was your client that cost me my North American titles match. Damn it. It was your client that cost me my North American title. So you can beat them up all you want. but I'm about to kick the shit out of you right now. Boom! Fucking right hand to Bekowski, right in the face. Squeaky McLean starts beating on Sammy Smoke. ZWB and Oliver Cobb, they're mad. They just see people fighting because they were just beaten the shit out of. So they start, it's this huge fucking brawl, and Eric Eisen runs, and he's like, shit, all of you, stop. We're not brawling backstage. There's been enough of that shit tonight. Dominic's fucking still out. Justin is scared shitless. We're not fighting, alright? You all can fight on Tuesday. 5-man match. Bear versus Sammy versus Cobb versus ZWB versus Des. I don't care. And then Squeaky's like, whoa, Eric, no. Look, you do that, you fuck over me, you fuck over my client. Because ZOB and Oliver Cobb are going to team up. Bear and Sam are going to team up. How's that fair? You're screwing over Des Davis for no reason, alright? How about this? I'll get 2 guys. I'll get a second guy, alright? 2 versus 2. And Eric's like, I don't care. Fine, as long as you stop 2 versus 2. You two versus Squeaky's guys. Alright, whatever. 76. Boom. I've been saying boom a lot. But it's time for Adam Smasher to talk. He's ripping his fucking hair out. I lost tonight. You two lost tonight. I was so fucking proud of you two on Supreme TV, and this is how you repay me? We're failing, alright? Our mission is failing. I don't know what to do. And Kristen looks at him. She's like, Adam, I know you punch me every time I talk, but you're going to want to hear what I have to say. I think it's time. No. Yes, you're right, Kristen. I'm not going to hit you. You're right. Boys, no one interrupt me. It's time for the Nevada nuclear option. And he walks off. 99 rated match, and it's time for the main event, and it's a fucking brutal one. See, where the street fight was brutal because all men beat the shit out of each other with weapons, this one was brutal because everyone beat the shit out of each other with their fists. Crippler, known for it. He's laying in forearms. Scythe, he's this big dude, he's laying out big boots. Rocky Golden comes out with fucking taped wrists, and he's learned from the Crippler. Him and the Crippler go at each other. Rocky's pulling out fucking Crippler's own moves on him. He's been studying. Randy Unleashed has been trying to brawl, but he's mainly getting his ass kicked this match by Steve Freely. But everybody's just trying to beat the shit out of each other like it's a 5-man UFC cage match. But the only issue is, when everybody tries to fight like the Crippler, nobody can do it as well as the Crippler. And the Crippler comes out on top, retains his title, pins Randy Unleashed with a tombstone pile driver. Rocky and Scythe are brawling against each other. They're too busy to actually compete. At a certain point, after Rocky's done with the Crippler, he goes to Scythe, and the two are just laying each other out. Steve and Randy gets a few close near falls, just being able to squeeze in when Steve and Crippler are going at it. But in the end, Crippler hits a tombstone on Steve, pins him, but Randy tries to break it up. Randy, does the double axe handle, but he only ends up hitting Steve Freely's face, and he gets up, turns himself into a tombstone pile driver. After 22 minutes, the Crippler comes out on top once again. 87 rated match. And the Crippler stands tall over Randy, over Scythe, over Steve, even over John Greed, who was there, but Rocky kicked his ass during that whole thing. Crippler stands tall once again, but he is hurting. You can tell he is hurting. That was a brutal match. He still gets up. He still holds his title up, but he's kind of hunched over. And then Adam Smasher's music hits, and he comes running out with the Everything the Game briefcase. He tries to give it to the ref. He's like, I'm gonna cash in. This is the nuclear option. Oh, come on. And Jimmy, fucking out of nowhere, Jimmy Hernandez bolts out. Running super kick. Adam Smasher's laid out. He throws Adam Smasher out. Suicide dive. He brawls to the back. Jimmy Hernandez not aligning himself with the Crippler, but Jimmy Hernandez will do anything to make sure Adam Smasher does not become the world champion. And after one of the closest calls you've ever seen, Adam Smasher almost cashes in. Crippler was fuming once it happened, but he is saved at the last minute by Jimmy Hernandez. Adam Smasher does not get to cash in his everything to game briefcase. 96 rated angle to end the show. And the show gets a 91. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. What a pay-per-view. What a pay-per-view. I'm very happy with how that turned out. Only one promo not getting a dark green. And I think that's because Leon and Robbie Wright don't have a storyline going on. So, damn, it feels good to be Supreme. Damn, it feels good. Dude, this company, the 2020 company, is better than the 2016 company. And I played the 2016 company a lot. But the roster for SWF in 2020 is just superior. It's superior. Mikey Lau's way more over. Bret Starr's super over. Crippler's the fucking man. Even though he's old, he's the man. Rocky's the man. He's not as old as Jack Bruce was. I am so happy with how this save is turning out. What a night. What a night. So yeah, we have let me run down all the matches that got pre-booked. So tomorrow night, or not tomorrow night. Why do I keep saying that? It's not only would it not, I'm not going to record it tomorrow because I have to pre-book the next month. It's not even tomorrow night in the save. I did that in this episode and the last episode. I kept saying yesterday, or I don't know. On Tuesday, we will have the main event of the Crippler defending his World Heavyweight Championship once again against Joey Morgan. Lenny Brown will hold a North American title open challenge. 2 versus 2 versus 2, ZWB and Cobb versus Team Sexy versus Des Davids and whoever Squeaky can find. And Leon de Oro will take on Robbie Wright. And yeah, that's everything that's going to happen on the next episode of Supreme TV. The next episode of The Save. We did sell out the Chase Dome. What a surprise. And yeah, that's going to do it for this episode, this pay-per-view. I hope you all enjoyed. And I hope you all come back for the build to the Times of Trouble pay-per-view starting on the next episode of Supreme TV. See you then.